Today's video is all about historical costuming meets cosplay, where history and pop culture come together. G'day everyone, my name is Kiralee and this is my channel Kiralee Cosplay. Welcome if you're joining me for the first time, as this is a video for the wonderful Coco-vid. Woo, woo, woo! Today I wanted to celebrate something that we're all here for, and that is the love of costuming. Whether that is historical costuming done at its best or cosplay for the ages, we are all part of this wonderful community, which is costuming. And the thing is, these two subcategories of costumes are absolutely wonderful as they are. I mean, with historical costuming, you have some of the most beautiful outfits that ever came into existence. You've got recreation of Worth gowns happening. You have, your own design of historical gowns. You've got people who study in great detail, okay, what sort of dyes would be used in this particular period of the world. And that blows my mind. And then on the other side of the fence, you've got cosplay, which in its very definition is costume and play. And it's mostly around, pop culture, TV shows, manga, anime, games, basically anything that you could see as entertainment, that is cosplay. And just in case you were wondering, as per my name, I kind of fall mostly on the second part of that costuming train. But here's the thing. Sometimes, as costumers, we need to have a little bit of extra fun. And what better way than bringing the two together? And just to clarify, what we're not talking about here is historical cosplay. So where cosplays are based in a historical setting like Crimson Peak. What we're actually talking about is when we take some sort of pop culture character and then placing them in the realm of some other historical context. So this is something that I personally have been doing over the last couple of months, and I must say I have had an absolute ball doing this. But I'm not the only one doing this. In fact, there's lots of people who are doing this, and they're not just cosplayers, they're also historical costumers. So today I wanted to explore why this is becoming more of a trend. It's becoming something that I'm seeing more often even at conventions, and why I think a lot of people are really digging their teeth into it. Let's begin. Number one, it's something different. Now, the thing is, with cosplayers, we are cosplaying a specific character, and sometimes that character is seen everywhere on the convention floor. I mean, how many Elsas, how many Spider-Mans do you see when you go to a convention? I can tell you now, you need more than two hands. And so applying a historical context to a popular culture character means that we're able to put our own flair, our own spin, if you like. Or we're using, the fan art of another person's and we're recreating that, which is another joy in itself. An example of this is Major Sam and her creation of Belle. Historically accurate, I might add. It is absolutely gorgeous. She spent so much time working on it, and it was a joy to watch her create this. By wearing her historically accurate Belle, she's really creating a new kind of level and a new kind of love for that particular character. We've all seen Belle as a cosplay at a convention. We've seen so many of them. But we haven't seen this kind of level of Belle, which is so exciting. And it's still very, very much a case of, yep, I see that. That is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And on the other side of the fence, you've got historical costumers. Now, I have had the absolute privilege of getting to know quite a few historical costumers, especially over the last couple of months. Thank you, CosTube, so much. And the one thing that I have learned is that you guys are just as nerdy and geeky as us cosplayers. And the cool thing about all of this is that you've already built up your repertoire about how to create, a absolutely beautiful and historically accurate Victorian silhouette. So you're just applying the pop culture references to it, which is amazing. So take, for example, Noelle from Costuming Drama, her love of the Victorian era and her love of Iron Man. It's brilliant. I love it. Number 2 is the creative freedom. So as a cosplayer, you're usually really restricted in regards to how a character must look because you're trying to replicate that look of the character. And I can tell you right now, if you're trying to replicate an anime character, it's very unlikely that you'll get those proportions absolutely perfect. It's no. The truth is that anything goes. That means that if you wanted to, you could use just that which is in your stash. Or you can create a whole new design with elements of that character and then go and buy materials as you see fit. And you can also take a really simple character, like a Pokemon, and make it really complex. A perfect example of this is the Robe à la Francaise Pokemon group that has kind of been created through Instagram. So we have Francaise Bulbasaur, Jennifer Glinzak's Charmander, Fire Lily's Cosplay Deerling, and my Jigglypuff. Each one of these 18th century Pokemon outfits are different, and they both hold up as a cosplay and also a historical garment. I feel that I could even wear mine if I wanted to some kind of event that is historical based, and no one would necessarily know it's Jigglypuff, but I would. And going on from there, I wanted to talk about point number 3, which is a sense of community. It's no secret. Costumers, both cosplay and historical costumers, have a fantastic sense of community. I mean, we're a little left of center ourselves, right? So we find other people who are left of center. But sometimes that can still be a really large grouping of people. So it's fun to break off into smaller groups and experiment together. It's a wonderful way to make friends, especially in this age of technology. Take, for example, my Tudor Yoda. This was meant to be part of a group of us who were going to do Tudor-inspired Star Wars character. What has Star Wars got to do with the Tudor era? Absolutely nothing, but it was fun. And speaking of Star Wars, both Jennifer Glinzak and also Sarah Gobra actually did 2 Regency period Star Wars cosplays. Vice Admiral Holdo and Rey, complete with a kick-ass light saber. I love it. And then another amazing example is Scraps and Sequins and also Pirate K doing Captain Marvel and Captain America this way. I love it. And there's one more that I have to show you because this is taking historical costuming and cosplay to the next level in terms of community. This photo right here is historically accurate Disney ugly stepsisters and evil stepmother. Ah, I love it. And the main reason why I love it is because that's actually a mother and 2 daughters. It's brilliant. Talk about keeping it in the family. There are many images that I collected along the way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to do a little bit of a demo reel as I finish up this video. So hopefully you get some inspiration. So my final thoughts on the subject. When you take a cosplay or a concept and you apply it to a historical era, what you are doing is you are creating something totally unique. And by doing that, you're taking it to a new level. You're taking your skills and your artistry to the next level, which is both incredibly fun and super exciting. So maybe if you're starting to feel like some of your costumes might be getting a bit stale, why not throw something like this into the mix? Why not try a cosplay and a historical costume merged together? And it can be whatever you want, whichever era you want. How cool is that? I hope that this video has maybe tempted you a little, and maybe you have an idea that you're formulating of what you would like to create. What would you like to bring into this universe? Tell me in the comments below, what character and what era would you like to do? Anyway guys, I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And while you're at it, why not check the playlist below of all the other CocoVid videos. They are videos on a range of different topics, all to do with costuming, by costumers from around the world. It's going to be great. Anyway guys, see you later. Bye!